again, I do see some fears in terms of Anonymo's own previous history not being the strongest map in the world for them, but I also look at this and I feel like Movistar Riders might also be in a little bit of trouble for this first map itself. I'm going to go 2-1 to Movistar, though. I feel like there just might be that slight edge in terms of the experience that might be able to beat Anonymo, but honestly, you could flip a coin and probably come up with just as good a prediction right here. It's the pistol round, getting things started in our first map of the series. Mirage, we'll see. Innocent popping out towards the A side, taking some early pop shots with that P250 raid boss, not quite getting the kills, just damage them to deaths.
And trying to get into window too, creating a lot of space. And with all this distraction being drawn from Innocent, it's opened up a massive opportunity. But in saying that, Mopos is watching the backstab, and now even Alex and Defs get involved.
Yeah, 3 kills on the trot, no trains involved for Anonymo. Alex, now going to hear them popping out of the apartments. We'll see Kyler dropping past, see Snatchy as well. So that's all the information that Movistar Riders now need to hold this round. They'll go in for the retake. They might concede the bomb plon here. Snatchy finally gets that first trade in, but Alex quick in to respond from the short control. Snatchy takes him out of the game as well. So 3-on-2 advantage now being gained here by the Movistar Riders, but Snatchy is snatching all the kills. Kyler's finally traded, but Snatchy's on for the ace. 45 HP, and he hides back in the back lines. Going to try bait them in, take the fight onto Davy G, but he can't hold the fray itself. Needs those headshots to come in. He's evaded one CT player, and finally Davy's going to shut him down. Get the pistol round for Movistar.
A great effort for Stachy to be able to do as much as he could in that 2v5, get the bomb down, do some further economical damage, drop as many CTs as possible. And this guy's a star player, and he's been that sort of role for a while now. Him coming into the team has had to change some roles, though. We know now Snacks beforehand was the main AWPer for the team. He's now given up that priority over to Snatchy and started secondary AWPing, being able to be that hybrid player, that in-game leader too. And for Snatchy, if that doesn't prove what he can offer in this series, I don't know what else will.
Yeah, Statue is a hell of a player. Like, I honestly believe that any Polish team wants to pick him up as soon as possible. Definitely Anonymo happy to have him on their ranks. Definitely proving the point in that pistol round. He's got an AK for his triple kill as well, so there's plenty of firepower for Anonymo with that bomb plot bonus as well. Snatch is going to get an opening kill. Kyler follows suit onto Mopos, so it's easy pickings for these rifles out towards mid. Everyone's fallen from Movistar.
That was a intriguing response from Movistar. They realize they're probably up against a buy, so they swing out wide in mid. They try and take as many fights as possible. Things get very awkward. They've managed 1 kill. What a force buy this has been from Anonymo.
Indeed it has. Such confidence as well. 4v1, deaths on 10 HP. Yes, Snatchy and Innocent are thereabouts as well. Still a 3-4-man advantage? 3-man advantage? Yeah. Ridiculous stuff for Death to try and bring back here against this T-side opposition. He's hearing the footsteps towards mid, could in theory peek out against them, but the issue is the trade game, especially if he challenges Snacks and Kyler right here, which he will, and that will go about as well as it should do. First round of the Wall of Anonymo. As you're right, the conversion, the force buy is worked wonderfully for the T-side.
I saw as well a decent performance to come in on that last time Anonymo played this map against Order yesterday. It was a 16-8 result where they had 10 rounds on that CT side in the first half. They went over to their T side and just got the job over and done with pretty quickly. And knowing that that's probably just a confidence booster to come through from the polls, having some easier competition in that first round, getting that 2-0, and then moving forward in the upper bracket.
Deagle's on the force buy here for MRS. Snacks will lean in to the mid position. Try and use that AUG to the best effect you can possibly get it. Mopos is spotting players coming into the apartments. Innocent just charging straight out into the back he goes, but Mopos clotheslines in with the Deagle in hand. First frag found. Kyle next with the bomb on his back is spotted, but not fragged out. Got back up in Alex that will come forward and come suit and snatch you there with the trade at long last. Needs that second and that third pick and roll, and actually comes in with support to get that third frag over the finish line. 3 versus 2. And the AUG, the Snack's going to cut off the backstab, so it's all of the Dabby G here in the market window. Rowland's creeping up the market doorway. He has no idea just yet. He is now. It's a second round from Anonymo.
And when we look at all of the Polish teams we have right now, without a doubt, this is the most stacked veteran team we have. When we had a look at maybe AGO a few months ago, you could start pulling some high-end names there. Not so much now that Rowland and Snatchy's moved over. Pretty much everyone at this moment of time, other than Kyler, has played at a tier 1 level for years, at least in some points in their careers.
Yeah, these guys are very experienced. Again, that's going to be a massive aid towards them. It's part of the reason why I can see where you would come up with the Anonymo prediction and the potential of an upset. I still feel like Movistar Riders They put their own experience to decent effect. Again, they did massively overperform to get to the major. Doing decent damage here in this eco. Snacks to 30 points of HP. The smoke's coming in. Alex might just spam his way forward and try to catch that player off. He'll escape with his life though. Moppos has caught the bomb! And he's caught Kyler as well.
Yeah, I had a realization that the bomb control was there. I didn't think he'd be able to get a pick with it, so at least he's able to pick up the M4, try and do as much damage in as possible. Anonymo are going to have sort of that idea that there could be another lurker, there could be another backstabbing player coming in. At least Snatchy's starting to open up space towards the B side. There's still some damage being done to this T side though.
Yeah, bullet away from getting the kill on Innocent. Maybe a couple bullets from Snacks as well. Rylan takes the face, and Davi's going to catch him as well. Snacks for the next face up, and he finally gets that trade. Very heavy casualty sustained here by Anonymo, though, and that easily could have been a 3 or 4 casualty round for them. 3 rounds to the board of Anonymo, however, and that is the bottom line. The scoreline is starting to take off as Movistar Riders get to their first set of guns. The economy isn't quite as damaged on the T side to set up a reset for Movistar. That could come in the next couple of rounds, though.
And Movistar were even a team last season at Premier who had to go down to the relegations to find their spot again, where for Anonymo, they went second. They went very deep into the playoffs, losing to HGO, so instead of getting the pure EPL spot, they have to fight it out in the conference.
Got to remember as well that these two teams came from very different angles. They both are competing in ESCA. And Movistar came through Masters of España versus Anonymo, who came second in the Premier playoffs. And their chance to get to Pro League still. It's quick out to the apartments. Davi with that one frag. Kyler with his response here. 4 versus 4. Sunpire is going to get overwhelmed by Kyler. 2 players can line up for Moppos though. He drops that bomb. Looks like the statue next up on the truck ahead of the smoke. He still gets caught off for it. So it'll be a 2 versus 2. CT still setting up in the retake positions. The bomb is yet to get planted, so they might not have to do so as Anonymo slow things down.
Yeah, just try and see if they can force out an over-rotation from Des, try and see if he can get him out from that market door or window position. Recovering this bomb and getting it planted is going to be difficult. They do have a molly and a flash to work with on the T side.
And it's coming in with that flank. Snacks going for that plant. Snatchy may have been spotted there at the edge of the bench. Snacks has caught a shoulder. Alex tagged up to 61 now, bringing things roughly in line as Alex goes falling. It's all on Des now. 1 versus 2. Flash is going over. Snatchy caught off. 1-on-1 now. Snacks. So laying up behind the pillar. Des doesn't see him. He transfers that crosshair very quickly towards the man and gets the second round for Movistar.
Yeah, what a great clutch coming in from Def, just isolating those 1v1s. Unfortunately there for Anonymo, they don't quite have that information. Yeah, Snacks is able to deal with the short player of Alex. They don't know where Def is coming in from, so they struggle to peek on each other's contact. They can't swing together, and Movistar Riders slip in a second round. And for Snatchy, he's probably quite frustrated there. He's had such a great performance so far on T-side with the rifles out of all weapons rather than that AWP that will see him invest into round 6. Anonymo would feel as if that round's been taken away from them.
Yeah, Snatchy is the one to feel the most rightfully aggrieved. 10 kills in 5 rounds. Like, what is that? Those are some silly numbers. It might still benefit the Polish squad here. Again, rebuy in with the AWP now. Snatchy with his favorite weapon in the round. He's setting up smokes for the A set piece, though. Flashes in from Kyler at the ready. It might not be a full-on set piece. It might just be that one smoke coming down. Top con and jungle smoked off. Death still watching some pies. Ahead of those smokes will line up 2 sprays. Completely blinded. Kyler and Innocent having their heads taken off. There is a trade involved in that. But it's a 2-for-1 that still favors the CT forces. Snacks finally brings things in and evens.
Yeah, Statue's going to get overextended. Rowland just trying to see if he can work with that lurk smoke out from the palace position. He's been seen, and both him and Snacks are so damn low, they're going to have to try and see if they can bring that bomb back out to mid or perhaps over to the B side and leave Statue here.
Yeah, Snacks is already in the apartments. He's opened up a line in towards the B site. The flashes continue going over. That bomb gets dropped, and Snatchy is still hunting for a pick. Still trying to sell him on the idea that A is the take. But now with Snacks extending into the site, probably going out towards market, this might be enough to go ahead and commit that bomb. Rylan in mid. Caught off by Alex. The advantage swings the favor of the CT side, and now they should start to realize what's going on. Still, Snatchy could get caught off guard. You've got Davi making his way in from underpass. That AWP might have been detected. Davi leans in. Snatchy watching the position, needs to hit that shot. That's exactly what he does. And now Stacks can converge in the sandwich, but he's actually extended all the way out to cut off rotations. Alex is in on short here. He can still deny this whole round with a simple spray. Snatchy being careful about this scoping in being heard here. Alex knows that he's out of apps, 20 seconds. Got to drop in, got to get this plant, got to get this kill. Stacks strikes on Des, but Des gets that kill, and Alex closes the round.
Yeah, Snacks are maybe looking for too much in that round for me there, Jay. Rather than just playing the B site, maybe holding into the site, waiting for one of the CTs to start repositioning, he just extends too far. He gets all the way out from market towards that city spawn, and nothing gets created. So even though the AWP is able to find that trade back, a great shot that comes through from underpass, they don't quite have the information that the B site is open. So it means for Snatchy it's going to be a difficult time. Snacks even gets out to window. He hasn't able to find anything. And Anonymo tailor tactical right away.
Yeah, much earlier comparison to the previous matchup. Right time to do so as well. Such a solid start from Anonymo, and it's not really been converted upon that. Movistar found their reset in the end. You see the force buy is coming in for the T side. You've got the Galil out for Innocent. No AWP for Snatchy still. I mean, to his credit, he was doing fantastic with the AK. Still potential in this round for him. I mean, one of 3 AKs in play for Anonymo. Pistol out for Ryan on the legal. See how that economy game is going to hurt them here. Movistar also having nothing in the savings, so this could be a pivotal round of this matchup.
I remember seeing Innocent having a pretty good time yesterday on Mirage against Order, especially on that CT side. You get to sort of see how much impact he's going to be able to find on T side. Some pious with the AWP, looking out from mid. Another set piece looking to come out for Anonymo.
Snacks and Rallen pushing in to the Palace position. Utility set by Kyler and Innocent. Snatchy may have also thrown a smoke down. Connector jungle, stairs, and CT all suppressed. Alex trying to get ahead of the connector jungle smoke. Look out towards Benji. Some pies with his AWP through the smoke. Catches Rallen. Alex will also get traded by Kyler's part. So a 3 versus 3. And Snacks pushed up towards the CT spawn. We'll try to cut off anyone trying to get on top of the ticket booth. The bomb should get planted relatively safely. The smoke's cleared though, so it might not have missed that window. Mobboss caught up by Snacks. All important kill. The bomb does go down.
Davy G needs to find a trade back, but it's just not going to happen. Snacks just trying to play in the smoke itself. At least swings out to bring it back to a 2v2.
Nice nade on Kyler as well. The incendiary should force him back out. The AWP hunting for his pick, but it doesn't go all the way past Firebox. So Kyler's safe for now. Innocent jump face has spotted him. Some Pious will turn his attention towards it. Both CTs are looking towards his position. Will Kyler be able to bail him out? Will he be able to get that trade? Some Pious will find that frag. Kyler in the center of the side. Gets a spray. Needs to turn around 180. See some Pious coming in. And he gets his triple up to get the 4th and the lead regained by Anonymo.
What a clutch coming out from the youngest man of that Anonymo side, the 1v2. And honestly, that comes down to a mistake from Movistar Riders. That incendiary needs to go down in the firebox position to really draw him out into the open to gather that information. And because that gets misplaced, it makes it really difficult for them to be able to fight him together. And for Anonymo, all it took was a slight mistake, and they capitalize on the clutch.
A hard reset back in. Movistar Riders have got the CZs and Deagles, the scout out deaths. Leaning forward, pistol in hand. Smokes down, Molotovs out. T-side players will start to make their walks in. Spray through, catching damage onto Innocent and Kyler. Not quite the frag. The scout will turn a tag on towards Snacks as well, but overwhelmed by the MAC 10 regardless. The SMGs doing their jobs. The Deagle gets in with 1. Only 1 though, 4 versus 2.
Just hoping to try and see if they can get a couple of pop shots through the smokes. In a round like this, you can't just be happy with damage knowing that you forced it up completely. Unfortunately for them, they've got to back off and save. You're not going to win a 2v4 like this at all, so just hold on to your weapons, bring them into the next round. And honestly, for Anonymo, it's been very simple Counter-Strike on the T side, and I'm kind of digging it.
It's working, and they're doing it to decent perfection as well. Like, they're having a really solid game on the basics. And that's more than enough right now here. Mirage currently being taken over by the Polish camp. A 5th to their board. 2 rounds separate the 2 squads. Star Riders, a couple of equalizing moments, but not being able to gain a lead just yet against Anonymo. It's a good start as well for a team's map pick.
Yeah, you can always play the simplicity, right? But you've got to do it to a high extent. You've got to be good with the trading game, with those entries, and so far the spacing between the players has been pretty on point for Anonymo. They've been backing each other up with the util usage, trying to set Snatchy with the AWP to find some of those impact frags, and everyone else is delivering on the scoreboard. Movistar Riders aren't going to have much going into the next round at all. I would imagine the youngster of Kyler is looking to farm up as much cash as he can.
Got plenty of players without Kevlar to do so, and no helmets across the entire CT board. It's Rallen that leans in first, though. Caught up by the flashes, and they will lose Snacks for it. At least a 2 for 1. So he got 1 kill on the way out, and Rallen's set to escape. Fall back up to the top of mid behind the stack. Snapgy's AWP watching short. Mopos in the midst of that sniper's nest. Smoke gets another good tag off on Rowland. And just as they unscope with the AWP, the peaks come in from the CT side. They can't get the kills just yet. Finally, Snatchy has fallen. So damage has been taken by Anonymo. CZ can't seem to follow suit, though.
And this is pretty good eco, honestly, for Movistar Riders. Let's see if anything more will get created of it. Well, at least for Innocent, he's able to deal with Mopos, meaning that Sampaius is the last one left. If he's got a chance of getting over to that CZ, maybe there's more damage. If they can find one more pick, then that'd be great.
Even the USP could catch a player like Rowland, so I don't think they'll be too fussed with the specific pistol. It would be nice to have the CZ and see if they can find Kyler instead. At the end of the day, 3 casualties to 3 casualties in Anonymo. They don't know where Sampaius is, where he's repositioned to. He's found both the kills in this round from Movistar. Starting to walk out towards short and recognise that B site's completely open. With that bomb going down, that basically guarantees the round.
Yeah, pretty much. Sampaius is just hoping for catching a straggler or even one of those weapons. If he's able to go back into mid and try pick up an AK or just anything, he'd be happy with that. I doubt he'll be able to get his hands onto anything.
I mean, you say that, and they've left mid entirely. So there's a good shout. There was one AK on, I believe it was Snacks. I think Snatchy dropped the AWP. It was picked up by the MAC-10. Sampaius, they'll have to try and get that rifle if it's still in play. I don't know if they threw it out of the mid position. I was hoping that AWP was there, but no, it's not. Yeah, Molotov at least. That's something.
MAC-10, yeah.
Where's the AK, though? Is it on the dead body up towards top mid? I think they might have thrown it out, honestly. It seems like they are smart enough to do that here for Anonymo. So only the MAC-10. He's still on to get exit frags, though, in the apartments. Nope, Kyler swings on the second frag. Nice effort, but not to be.
Yeah, Anonymo kind of came out of nowhere, didn't they, with this sort of lineup? We saw that they signed, what was it, Kyler, Mino, Snacks, and Innocent was sort of like the stand-in when it first came through, and it took maybe 6 weeks, 7 weeks or so from when he went as a trial, 6th-man, stand-in kind of player to an actual addition to this lineup. Seen a couple of changes since then. What was it? Black Tier came in for a little bit. He went away. Deemho is their sort of 6th man that they use him from time to time. So definitely has been some roster changes here or there. For Movistar Riders, of course, a complete overhaul of their lineup. Yeah,
and I mean, arguable overhaul, I guess. I mean, there's definitely been some shuffles.
They got
that
the
much
major.
Is certainly.
Yeah.
They did get the major, but at the same time, you also look at this lineup and you think, how can you ever rate anyone above Smuria? Like, it's working. It's working. To their credit, but I also feel like in the long term, people are going to figure out this side. And as well as that, making it to the major is great and all. I don't know if Movistar Riders are going to be able to do it again or do anything similar in the rest of the scene. Like, if they, I don't know if they're going to get to Pro League, for example.
Well, I mean, you could say this is the perfect event, considering this is the one that qualifies you up to Pro League. But you'd have to imagine for a team like Movistar Riders, with the recent success they found at the RMR and the Major, it would be a disappointment if they didn't make EPL.
Anonymo be on to try and set them back. Orp in Snapsy will find those first 2 picks. Out on the A site, Death Dynamics have fallen. Mopos will aggress out towards the apartments, expecting there to be no T-side presence behind that smoke. Rowland is there, though, and he won't overextend to give up another pick to the T-side line. It's a 5v3 already for Anonymo.
I love how patient this is. They've still got so much time left on the clock. They've got so much util. They're just waiting for another overextension. Snatchy got 2 picks out from ramp with CTs just over-peaking, completely over-facing, and now they're going to gamble stack on B for Movistar Riders. This is looking like the perfect read for Anonymo.
Yeah, this is probably a save call, honestly, for Movistar. This doesn't feel like this is going to be a defensive line. It would be the most baller move for Anonymo to counter-rotate in the last 35 seconds, rush the B site and get all 3 of those killed, but they've got their hearts set on 8, and they found those 2 picks. I know it's pretty thinned out. Be cautious of where the rest of the CTs are holding from, but as they start to clear their angles, they realize, yeah, they've gamble stacked the B site. Concede the round, save the weapons, get 7 up for Anonymo. Movistar Riders extremely slow to start things off on our opening map, and they're 1 away from losing the half.
It is Mirage, though. This is a map that they've played 12 times in the last 3 months, 25% win rate. They're not a great Mirage team, and a lot of teams in recent history, Jay, have been picking it against them because they know there's some cracks, there's some struggles. So anytime you've got an opportunity where you're a decent Mirage team, you're probably picking it against Movistar.
Anonymo definitely have done their homework, you can imagine. They took on Movistar during that ESCA Premier match that you were mentioning.
It's the first one as well for Anonymo to start the season.
16-12 result as well back then. So a lot favouring the Polish side. Again, history is with them, even if the lineup itself is very different by comparison to that particular matchup. Tactical, or technical pause, I should say, actually being taken before we jump into our 11th round. Just to slow things down even more for Movistar. This might be against their best interest.
Yeah, it definitely could be. Anonymo. I've got to remember too, they were the ones that passed Kai on over to that Sprout side, who we saw just on before. Anonymo up to 7. And for them, so far it's looked pretty comfortable. We've seen their defaults finding a lot of success. It's really been the trading game, which has been pinpoint precision. And of course, Snatchy just playing at a very high level.
Yeah, he's been wonderful. Again, probably, I mean, not quite a full MVP pick as of right now. We've still got a bit of a series to go before we get there. But
so
honestly, if Ronaldo won this match in this next round, then yeah, MVP pick right there and then. 13 kills. Has slowed things down a little bit in the last handful of rounds, but it hasn't stopped Anonymo from just charging their way forward into this lead. Navi G charging his way out of connector and getting punished for it. 64 HP for him. Snacks has also been tagged up, so it's not without response.
Yeah, I've got to wonder as well when the double AWPs are going to be coming through at all from Movistar Riders if things don't change up. They're not a team that run double AWPs all too often and things, unless things get quite dire. Seems like it's going to be a B fake 'cause the bomb's still out in ramp.
Incendiary going to try to stop them from going out of the apartments, but they're just going to charge forward with it. Davy gets that kill. I'm not seeing where Kyler is as of right now. Moppos will hear him dropping onto the side. Still flanked him. He gets a secondary pickback. Rotation still not being borne in by the CT forces. So now they recognize maybe this fake is indeed coming through. A 5 versus 2, however, has been gained by the CT side. Snacks pushing in with the bomb on his back. Snatchy with the orb has got to provide some sort of support here. Gonna get boosted up to look towards the stairs. Some Pius has no idea. All important frag death there with the trade back, but Snacks respond. It's all on him. 8 HP to go for the 1v3.
At least he's got the NWP scope in towards connector, get another frag and try and get the bomb down.
We've got the plant at least. Alex way too late to get here and deny it. Snacks 2 bullets to hold on to the round. 8 in the magazine. Alex moving forward. Molotov at Firebox. That might secure the round outright. Snacks has got to move out here, take a pop shot, and Davy will finally close out the trade. Nice responsive and reactive there from Movistar Riders. And then we'll find their 4 for the board.
I was very surprised about that call. Anonymo have been doing things very simplicity. They've been going for their AXEs, their mid defaults, and then all of a sudden, they're hitting the B site with 4 players, and then the bomb's out in A main. It just felt like it was one of those strats that maybe they'd come up through in a scrim and they've noticed some tendencies of what Movistar Riders have been doing on City side and thought to themselves, all right, let's try a gimmick. Let's try something a bit different. And it just does not work at all. They just can't get the CTs to over-rotate off of A.
Yeah, it felt a bit like a half-hearted execution to me. Like, you saw how they didn't have any smokes to go with that particular set piece. They just had flashes going over and charging out of the apartments. Half-hearted Exy telegraphing the idea that, yeah, this is definitely a fake, boys. 1 kill has been found once again, opening things up. It's Deaths, however, that responds to Kyler's position in the ramp control. Also gets a tag off on the player over at Tetris, tagging up Moralen. Execution going to be stalled here for Anonymo. Movistar Riders will get the man advantage as well. Rowland set to full Innocent on 10 points of health. The Incendiary goes sailing right past him, so he won't get forced away.
Bring the bomb B.
Meanwhile, they've gotten their way onto the B site. Yeah, Snacks on like a late lurk.
Yeah, he's got to find this kill, though, quickly onto Alex. If it does present itself, even Snatchy's not going to get pushed through from mid. There is an underpass player aggressive.
One pause. Got to get by the AWP. Innocent get forced off angle. And indeed, the kill comes in for the M4. So now the bomb is in CT control. Innocent has got to go back and hold off against this CT player. Snacks is going to go back for the bomb as well. Again, Anonymo trying to overcomplicate things and not really executing to the same perfection that they did during the simple starter game. They slow walk their way, trying to sandwich in Mopods. 45 seconds to get the bomb down still.
Yeah, they've done this before, where Snacks has just been able to open up a crazy amount of space, but they don't have a lot of information in between. This time around, the underpass player actually deals with the AWP rather than going the other way. Innocent just desperate to try and win this fight, but even he is just so low.
And at this stage, it's just time stalling here for Mopoz. He gets the kill on the man. And now Snacks has the info to work with. He catches some Pious. Rotations back towards that B site. Leaves A open now. But Death still at the danger box. Detected, sprayed, finds Snacks' kill. Finds the 5th round for Movistar Riders. And what has been the slow start for the Spanish side has started to turn up to a decent mid and late half.
Yeah, some Pious having a pretty decent round there. He's definitely a player on this Movistar Riders side that I don't want to say made a name for himself before, but definitely made him a name for himself once he joined the lineup, just with the impact that he's able to find with that AWP. Doesn't always have the rifle in his hands, like we're seeing here in round 13. Going to be on that for that M4A1S. They weren't able to recover that AWP in the last round, which is unfortunate.
Fast out from Alex, gets that 1 kill, Rana there with a quick responsive towards the mid control. Maintains control of the round for Anonymo. Ensuring that there's no man advantage from Movistar Riders. Eventually a tagger with that AWP, lands Mopoz to 16. Snatchy still facing forward of it, wants to try catch this player's kill. No reface though from the CTs.
Yeah, very aggressive from Snatchy, and it's all about pre-aiming these common angles, waiting for a jump face, waiting for at least a peek to come through, and Innocent wins out against some Pious out in Con.
Advantage now for Anonymo here. Now he's still sat behind bench waiting for the T execution. Mopoz seeing nothing in mid here, giving up the info. Innocent's going to hear that footstep, go down towards underpass. Kyler's got an easy fight to win, 16 HP. And Mopoz still gets the headshot. 3v3. Now Innocent will try and look for that trade. Will Mopoz read it? No, he won't. Advantage still swings to the favor of Anonymo. They have bomb information, but 40 seconds for Anonymo to go for the hit.
That's an easy trade, honestly, with that kind of a position that you could just play it out. And now they've got some time to work with, 35 seconds left on the clock. They've still got a lot of nades. Defs is in connector, and Rowland looks like he wants to try and face straight away. Both CTs crossfiring, and now can see the bomb.
Bomb drops again, Incendiary back out, Snatcher catches the AWP pick. Smoke goes down, but I think Davi can still see what's happening here. Nades on position will do a ton of damage, but Snatchy still lands the AWP frag, 2 to his name. 16 on the board for him. Anonymo will have the half thanks to his efforts. 8-5 now.
Yeah, Snatchy being able to put in a good performance in that round there to recover it. You saw from Movistar Riders that once they had that crossfire between short and connector, with the time stalling, it actually looked pretty decent. And with that incendiary that goes down, the molly, and then they smoke it, it kind of gives an advantage over for Anonymo to peek above that smoke, get that angle of elevation. And for Movistar Riders, they have just struggled with the economy game. They haven't really been able to farm up any money.
Well, Peter Vindy's again getting involved to do some damage here for the CT side. Snacks found first. Snatchy there with the responsive at least. Will pick the man up. To the AK as well, maybe very aware. Be coming his way from Mopoz as part of the aggression into the apartments. Will get rid of that AK, grab the AWP. Concede apps entirely, make sure the CTs don't get their hands on a rifle. Join the mid control basis.
It's been a few times where Movistar Riders have been hunting for a rifle in an eco round, and none of them have ever been found. At least they're gamble stacking on A. I like the way they're just realizing there's not really going to be a lot of damage being found in this round. We might as well gamble stack.
Hope for the best. Maybe there might be a crossfire. Spots out in for Rowland, sees the one player back at ticket booth. Molotov try to drive Alex away. Molotov over at Dark, still not detecting where Navi is at the firebox. Death gets caught off. That's a kill for Innocent. 2 now left standing on this defensive line. A backstab being set up by Mopoz as well with the SMG. The Deagle takes face. Navi goes down. 2 left standing in the round now for the CT side. Alex still engaging, still trying to get some sort of exit as Mopoz slowly closes in the pincers. They haven't detected him. Oh, but the burst fire doesn't find the kill. Snatchy quickly turns back against him, and Kyler will finish off Alex. Oh, if only he had a rifle in that, that would have been so much better.
Yeah, the MP9 in that range, it's going to struggle, and you can see why. Statue with the turnaround, getting up to 18, and Anonymo trying to look to see if they can get double digits into the turn of the half. We are going to see that double up setup coming through from some Pious and Mopoz. Both players, though, Jay, glass cannon, no armor for each.
You asked when the double orb setup was going to come out, and, well, you get half of your wish. Round 15. Okay, for some Pious, some Mopoz, M4s on 3 other individuals. Heavy lack of utility as well. Nothing for Movistar Riders here. The sprays will come in. The AKs, of course, being suppressed by the smokes on short. Blind fire from both CT and T sides to get no damage. It's just info.
Just being able to get some of that util down from mid allows Snacks to start that lurk attempt. Moppa's is quite wide on the angle out from the apartments, looking to take the shot and then fall back to safety.
Kyler finds the opening pick, flashbangs in, Dabby still held towards the arches, transfer this way to Pilot pretty nicely, looking at Innocent next up, needs backup though, he is alone but he's on high HP and finally backup is indeed a right. Alex here in the corner, nades coming in towards the CT's position, Dabby still watching that short entrance where Snacks could give up his life towards. AWP is some pies now leans into the site. Snacks will find death. Now take away that short presence. It's all down to the retakers in the site itself, out in the open. And they're not even ready for this. Yeah, Alex turns on towards Ralden, thinking it might be all clear, but indeed it wasn't. AWP sees several of them. Alex gets another good fight back, looking for his triple to close out the round itself. 2 versus 2. Snacks, she caught Alex, does make his triple happen, and now it's all on Snacks. 1v2 scenario, and Alex goes massive to close out the half. It will be 9-6 for Anonymo's favor. Movistar Riders fought back at the turn of the half.
Well. Anonymo are coming here to play. And on that T side, Jay, entry fragging was fantastic. Trading was even better. And you'd have to think to themselves, now going into the second half, knowing they grinded that T side, things are looking very promising for them.
Indeed they are. I'm excited to see where this goes from here on out. Anonymo hold the lead above the Movistar side, but with that 9-6 scoreline, it really could tip either way. Still in this map up, Pistol round sees the Glocks coming in from both sides. Flashes in for Alex. Smoke diffuse in on Kyle. He's backed up towards the ticket booth as well. Flashes forward. Taps come in, doing little bits of tag damage on some Pius. That's about it though. Movistar Riders have the A site.
It seems as if they want to try and take this CT control, get that flash over the top, actually pick it in quite dry, win out that first fight. They need more though. They need to find some map control.
Yeah, plant has been secured. Anonymo creeping in. Rallen spots out Moppos. Thatchy and Innocent combine to get the kills out here at the CT spawn. Rallen even gets a piece of the pie. A 3-on-2. Death still getting killed out in the open. It's all left to Alex at the 1 versus 3 now. Had a massive round to close off the CT half. Can he get things started on T side? No, is the answer to that question. Rallen makes it 2 frags, and Snacks makes it a defuse for the 10th round for Anonymo.
And whenever you're taking CT spawn in a pistol round for a T-side and Mirage, you've got to get deep map control. You've got to try and take those fights straight away. And you just look at the positioning on the radar for Movistar Riders, it felt as if they got past ticket. And then they didn't really do anything with it. They sort of slowed it down. It was almost a double pump, sort of in some level of hesitation. And because they peak so late, it means that Anonymo have just got mass players. They've even got a boost coming up in that corner of the city spawns with our Snacks finding impact. For Movistar Riders, they're going to force it up anyway going into the next.
Only starts in damage being done to Innocent. Movistar, of course, buying whatever they can. 1 AK is on Alex. Galil out for Davi G. Some Pies for the scout. Failed run boost coming in to get Davi towards the mid position. High behind the stack instead. Wait for CTs to peak, and they are spread out pretty nicely. No one's looking in towards mid control. So Movistar Riders have dominion over that part of the map.
At least knowing that they've done damage onto Innocent early round is going to be some level of an advantage. They'd love to be able to get a pick or sneak a player into window or into ladder towards the top of con, try and see if they can force out an over-rotation and a sloppy mistake for Anonymo. Very silent from Movistar Riders, and even Snatchy walking through mid, he's not seeing anything.
Continues looking. Let's see anyone trying to cross back. The smokes come in, the sniper's nest, and a connector. Top con, in fact, to keep the CTs very suppressed. No one's in there, and no one will be able to get there now. Try to see if they can push ahead of it. Snatchy cost him his life for that. Alex opens up the round with a kill. Damage was already done to Roland and Innocence. They might be in trouble here. Roland especially forced back out of position. Mopos in the midst of that smoke. Heard that tag damage. He knows that Roland's somewhere close. How close is he? Flashbangs yet to get set up by the T side, and Ron's going to catch off a kill. Only 1 kill though. Overwhelmed with the numbers game. Snacks can find a trade back to a 3 versus 3. Needs to get a bit more out of this though. Just bursting and firing. Does catch Death completely blinded off. Second kill for him in the round. Looking for the triple against some Pius. The scout is being stalled. He needs to get that bomb down to the site sometime soon. He gets Innocent to drop. 2v2. Davi overwhelmed Snacks. It's all left to Kyler. Last player standing. 6 seconds. Davi gets caught. Some Pius falls off the bomb. That's enough. Kyler's got to stay alive, and that's exactly what he'll do. Anonymo will steal the 2nd half.
Very well played from Kyler. As soon as he realizes he gets that frag and he's off the bomb, just play time. Back off and get into market. Make sure there's no way that you can fall. And I was actually going to criticize Anonymo quite heavy in that round. I thought that was a very poor move from Snatchy to move forward of that top composition without a flash. He peeks in dry and they capitalize on it. You think to yourself, geez, this looks pretty good for Movistar. They dealt with one of the A players. They're splitting themselves up to B. The anchor of the first man of Rowland only gets 1. It's Snacks' play. He slows that round down. He wastes a lot of time and he's able to multi-frag. He has such a great hold and sets Kyler up in that round.
And tactical timeout taken. Movistar Riders now. They've hit a couple of decent brick walls here. Bomb plant bonuses will be removed from play for this third of the half. Of course, getting that force buy-in thanks to the pistol bomb plant. The economy will be in ruin. They won't have plenty of cash of their own right. They can buy the full guns, the Deagles. Be rounding out the buy for Movistar. And with how this scoreline has turned out now, Anonymo will be on victory row. They can get this next round. The reset is high potential for the T-side line. Nades up already doing damage at the start of the round.
To the AK, at least, of Des. You've got to think to yourself, how much damage, realistically, can the double AKs really do? Some Pius, knowing that he stayed alive in that last round and that they were able to get 4 picks, that's really the decision why they've decided to buy up in the next. Snatchy has not got an AWP to play with just yet. Innocent has got nothing because he's got caught off by Mopos.
Frag has been found on Movistar. Not ready for Stacks to come in from underpass though. And not ready for on the peak out of the mid control. Alex had an AK in his hand, so he's dropped that. 4v3 situation. We'll have Davy making his way out towards that B site. Roland spotted the one man. The Deagle will try pop out of the balcony. Roland still sat back in the back line. Snacks also move in. Try and look for him, but doesn't see much. Roland with that headshot. 4 versus 2 game now. Anonymo have all manners of control. Deaths will fall next, and Sampias in the 1v4.
Yeah, this just doesn't look possible at all. Even that backstab coming through from Rowland aggressing out to the apartments. Sampias doesn't know which angle that's come from. Whether it's out for the apartments, whether it's completely from behind. Rowland just going to smoke down, probably just play safe, play around the smoke. 30 seconds left on the clock. Sampias even getting wrapped in from the TV area, meaning that Stacks is going to have an easy kill to come through and get themselves up to 12. Nothing really going to be invested into the next couple of upgraded pistols here or there is what they can buy down to. All in all, though, I mean, here's a conversation, right, for the Polish scene as a whole, Jay. We've always felt like we've had, like, these super teams, these rosters where you look at it and think, this is the top one in Poland. But for years now, we've had some, I don't want to say giants, but we've had teams that have looked like there's a lot of potential, but just haven't quite found that at the next level.
Yeah, I agree. Ever since the fall of VP, that's definitely been the case. Anonymo, the latest project to try and conquer that particular challenge, or at least attempt to do so. Vistler had their moment in the sun last year, of course. AGO are currently leading the charge in terms of being in Pro League themselves. Kyler will lead the charge in this defensive line. Get the ace. Nice and easy for him. It was anti-eco half-bought pistols. There's still going to be 13 for Anonymo. Movistar Riders are running out of time. They need to get around very soon, else we will be seeing them bow out of this map pretty effectively. You mentioned it being a punished pick here, Dwayne, and right now I can see that just working so well for Anonymo. They're taking control of this CT side.
Even that last round, what a waste. Movistar Riders have got upgraded pistols, util, armor. They've invested quite heavy into that one, knowing they're on max round loss bonus in the next. And what do they get out of it? They give an ace to Kyler. Disappointing. And now even look at the confidence. Rowland's making an info play with Stacks. They've aggressed through from Palace.
And they know when not to peek and where to peek. Push up towards Palace because nobody's out there. Snatchy jump facing in the apartment, trying not to give up the crack angle to Sampias here. Flash downstairs into underpass, be covered off by Innocent and by Kyler. The jump facing continues to try and look for info, put a smoke or a nade up as soon as he sees contact. A pixel is all he's looking for. No one's going to give it up, though. 1:10 to go.
It all just comes out of the timing, and Death actually catches them on the jump face. This is the B-side pretty much open.
Innocent's still here, though. If he can get an exit frag, that might be enough to hold on to the retake. Gets the first kill, sees the bomb carrier as well. Evades Sampias, wraps it against Moppos, and doubles up in the round. Kyler has arrived back up. It's so quick to get here. The shot from Sampias misses. Alex will get the kill instead. Innocent makes it a 555 HP. USP pulled out. Alex trades to a 2 versus 2. Once again, going big for his side. Will plant open for sure, but you can see Stacks is already in the window alongside Rowland in at the doorway. They've just got to peek forward a bit. Spot Daffy. Oh, what an adjustment. A spray transfer that works. Now Alex got to clutch this for the 4K. 1 versus 2. Sat on the default plant position. The bomb in the open. Rowland gets turned towards. Alex wins that fight. And now trying to fight. And then Stacks sees him. But Snacks has the trigger a little bit better to the man's head. It will be a 14th for Anonymo.
Yeah, the battle of in-game leaders goes the way of Snacks, and he's been performing fantastically for Anonymo out here on Mirage. Individually, really up there. And that round, I'm looking at it, and I don't know which way I look at it. Is it just a fantastic hold from Innocent, or is it another poor form round for Movistar Riders? You've got the B player that gets caught straight away. That jump spot dead. There we go. Run into B. Innocent's the rotator. He's the one just coming out of market. How does he find 3 kills?
I'm kind of with you to a certain extent where I see a bit of both, honestly, from both sides.
He's got to be traded there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way that you can just sort of let him sit in the back lines and get as much damage as he could. At the same time, though, he's repositioning the flashbang blindness, thriving in the midst of chaos. That's all him. Davy pushing up towards the top of mid. The bench position, Snatchy's scope has been heard, but he can't see the man. He's going to walk right past him here. Is that complacency for the CT side? Is that going to be a flank angle from what we start to work with? Will Snatchy turn around towards the position? Davy's holding trigger discipline and Sampias gets that kill, and Snatchy will fall on short. It's Kyler alone, this time in the front of the site. Not an ace. The previous ace site defensive here won't get anything for this one. Alex shuts him down 5v2.
And Rowland even peeking up towards CT. This is a round that's pretty much over. They need some picks to be lined up, and Rowland has been able to find a couple. Does get traded quickly, and Stacks is probably just looking to save.
Yeah, now he's got to do so. AWP does come in towards that short position and look onto connector. Gap in that smoke, though, indicates there's no plant coming in the open, so it will just get put down outside of default. Does find an exit frag, at least make this expensive for Movistar. Stick around at the market doorway. No util to go for this retake. He's going so far as CT. Surely he's not going to do this, right?
Nah, probably just looking for exits, honestly. Keep himself posted up to CT, seeing if he can get one of the T-side players to run away. Shouldn't be much room to go in for the clutch, though.
Uh-oh.
Nah, Devs is there. Not going to happen. Nah.
You kind of thought for a second he was going to try and go for the 5-second stick, thinking they might have rotated away. But that didn't happen. Unfortunately, Snacks thought better of that. Much smarter play than to give away an easy round like that and give away a free AWP like that.
That was a great play for Davy G. Honestly, just using the trigger discipline, knowing that some Pius killed the stairs player, just made his job even easier.
First round of the half goes the way of Movistar Riders at long last. Double AWP setup coming in for Anonymo here. We saw very little of this from Movistar in their CT half. All out with only a couple rounds for Anonymo's win to go. Snatchy peeking towards mid already in the connector angle. Let's just go over. Shot does not connect. He gets blinded off by it, throws him off entirely. He's forced to fall back.
Davy G and co starting to put a lot of emphasis towards this connector position. Rowland's able to peek out from that ladder position just over the top of that window smoke and catch Alex.
Big frag to start. Flash is coming in. Innocent will get blinded by it. Blind fire. Does damage to Davy. How has he not gotten away with that? Rowland and Kyler come up with 2 more frags, 3 more frags between them. What the... what? How did that go as wrong as it did?
He was so blind, mate. He can't see anything. He's just spamming away, hoping that a few of those bullets connect. And the kill just presents itself. That was a great play from Rowland. Even Kyler on the site is doing in work. Anonymo up to 15, and Movistar Riders just really got caught off guard in that round. And I guess it's very similar to their RPG matchup. The first map in that best of 3, their map pick that wasn't theirs of Overpass. They only got 7 rounds. It might be the same.
Snatchy starts things off in this round by finding some Pius, gets Mop Oz as well. Davy suppressed by Incendiary as the AWP bearing down upon him. Gonna look for his 3rd frag in this round. Did spot him as the smoke bloomed. He will be able to escape with his life at the very least. A 5 versus 3. Snatchy on 4, Kyler on 34. 2 easy trades that could come in for the T-side line, but they've got to find those players.
Anonymo just playing with a lot of confidence. Everyone is showing up individually, having their moments. And for Movistar Riders, what are you working with here? You've lost your Palace player, out from ramp, you haven't found any success. Alex at least catches off one player of a Rowland, trying to make an info play down in underpass.
Snacks watching in from the window. Could be the first port of call when it comes to the B defensive. Being joined by several teammates. The push forward from Kyler will start to get information now. Set up a backstab. Recognize they're not going to go A.
Now, the split into B is very much on here for Movistar Riders, and unfortunately for them, they don't know that they're getting backstabbed in. Kyler's got a great play to work with. They're going to leave Snatchy alone on A and play 2 players on the B defense.
40 seconds. Snacks watching the backstab. Alex making a bit of noise out here, but the backstab continues to come in from Kyler, who could find both of them right here. He gets these 2 frags, his round done. They're going to act so quick, and Alex will finally get on towards short. 2 players to hold off against it. Flashes going over. Innocent going to watch out to the apartments. Drop Davy G. 2 left to go. Alex peeking forward. Further utility coming in the nades. Down Innocent gets his double up, and now it's all left to Kyler to close out the backstab and close out the map as well. 16-7 for Anonymo. A monstrous performance from them. A dominant opening map to take one over against Movistar Riders.